Hey y'all, happy Friday. Welcome to Mr. Spencer's virtual math class here at Goodlettsville Middle School. We are 1 week away from winter break and the end of the second quarter. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we're almost done with the first half of 5th grade. Holy cow. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about some division. We were a special guest starring Mr. Harding, but he is not with us during this. He wasn't with us during most of our classes, but we love Mr. Harding, so he is our honorary special guest star. He won't be making an appearance, but we do love him. Here is our agenda for today. We're going to go ahead and start with a welcoming ritual. Then we'll check in about how yesterday went. We'll do a number talk. We'll take a short break, and then we'll talk about dividing fractions. We'll wrap things up today with an exit ticket, and then we'll be good to go. Awesome. So let's get ready to dive on in and start with our welcoming ritual. So I want you to describe your favorite food. Don't tell us what your favorite food is, but describe it. And then we can see if we can guess yours. Share this in a discussion post, a comment on the video, message in Schoology some way. Or alternatively, you could ask somebody in your life, whether it's a sibling, a cousin, a parent, a neighbor, someone in your life, describe your favorite food to them and see if they can guess what it is, and then do it the other way around as well. I'll describe mine. All right. So my favorite food is white. It's creamy. It's great by itself, or really good on sandwiches or burgers. It's just an all-around great food. It's not sweet. It's not too salty. It's a little tangy. Yeah, that's my favorite food. See if you can guess what it is. What is it? All right. If you guessed mayonnaise, you are right. I love some mayonnaise. I hope you enjoy doing this with somebody else, or you let me know how you describe your favorite food. Awesome. So, I want to see how you're feeling. Yesterday, Thursday, was a little funky for us. I know Microsoft Teams had some issues. IXL didn't even let people in the afternoon. So I got really frustrated yesterday because obviously our assignment yesterday, it revolved around IXL. And if you couldn't get into IXL and you couldn't do the assignment, I know that is not your fault. So nobody will be penalized for that at all. We'll just pretend that didn't exist. But we are going to work on some division today because that's what we were supposed to be doing yesterday. I am also really excited that it is the weekend. Really excited to take Bailey and Walter to the dog park. So I'm feeling excited. I was feeling frustrated yesterday, but I've gotten over that today. I'd love to hear how you're feeling. Either share it with me or share it with somebody else in your life. And then ask them how they're feeling. Awesome. So, moving on next. I want us to do a number talk. This one is with numbers. Usually we do number talks with pictures or dots, strawberries, eggs. We've done a lot, but this one is straight up multiplication. So I want to challenge you to solve this equation in your head. 25 times 3. How can you figure out the product of 75 times 3? If you've come up with one method, think of a second or third way that you could solve this. I'd love for you to share your answers with me if you're willing to. But what different ways can you solve this? And there are so many cool ways. Y'all, take a brief break here. Come on back. Pause the video. I'm going to go stretch it out. I'll be back in a moment. Oh! I'm stretching. I'm dancing. I'm stretching. I'm dancing. Oh, awesome. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed your break. Y'all, I'm so sorry. My camera seems like it might be a little blurry today. If it is, or maybe it's my eyes. Maybe my eyes are just tired and I need a nap. Welcome back from our break. Let's do some practice dividing. So I know that dividing is one of those things that a lot of us didn't get last year, or we forgot how to do it since COVID happened and we all got told to go home in March. So you probably have seen dividing before. You probably absolutely know what to do with this. If you saw 10 divided by 2, you could tell me that that was 5. You could either draw a picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 things. You're going to separate it into 2 groups. How many are in each group? There are 5 in each group, 2 groups of 5. You could write yourself a multiplication problem. That is the opposite. So you could do 2 times what equals 10? What is that? 2 times, 5 equals 10. So because we know the opposite of division is multiplication, we could think about it like that. We could draw a picture. Other things we could do, we could do some addition. We could say 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 10. And then there are 5 2's here. So that would give us our answer. There are a plethora of different options to figure out that multiplication problem there. That division problem. And division is the opposite of multiplication. There we go. I'll squeeze myself down there so I'm not missing so much. Well, let's take a look. I think y'all could do this right here. If I said, what is 14 divided by 2? You could tell me it is 7, Mr. Spencer. I bet if I said, what is 25 divided by 5? You could tell me it is 5. Absolutely. Now, we've seen these small division problems when we were doing both division of fractions, a little bit. When we were doing mixed numbers to improper fractions and improper fractions to mixed numbers, we saw some dividing problems that look just like this. Let's do a couple more. We will do 32 divided by 8, which is 4, you could tell me. Awesome. And then let's do one more. 54 divided by 6 equals 9. Now, just for fun, let's take a look at the opposite of each of these. So here we're going to do 7 times 2 equals 14. 5 times 5 equals 25. 4 times 8 equals 32. 9 times 6 equals 54. Oh my goodness, just like that, we've checked our work on these division problems. Awesome. All right, so we've done our basic division. We're going to continue practicing this next week, but we're also going to take a look at some long division. So if we had a division problem that looked like this, 342 divided by 2. Of course, if we read it horizontally, it would be 342 divided by 2. Now, you may have seen this before. You may be really good at it. You might never have seen this, or you might be somewhere in the middle. You might be like, okay, I've seen this before. It looks familiar, but I don't remember how to do it. Or be like, I think I can do that, but I don't remember. Do I work left to right, or do I work right to left? Well, lucky for you, we're going to work through one together. Here we go. So we do work from left to right when we're doing this division. We're going to ask ourselves, hey, how many times does 2 go into 3? Or what is 3 divided by 2? 3 divided by 2, you can go 1 time. So we're going to multiply 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. We're going to put that 2 down here. We're going to subtract our 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is, of course, 1. And then our last step in the process before we repeat is to bring down that next number. So we'll bring down our 4 here. We're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 2 go into 14? Or what is 14 divided by 2? 14 divided by 2 is, of course, 7. Then we're going to multiply 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is 14. We'll subtract those 2. 14 minus 14 is 0. So then we start it all over again. Bring down our 2. Then we're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 2 go into 2? 2 goes into 2 1 time. And we'll multiply 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Bring that down. 2 minus 2 is 0. There is nothing else here to bring down. And there is a 0 here, which means we are done. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, don't worry if that was confusing or it didn't make sense or it was just crazy. We will go over our steps for that on Monday. Review it, take some notes. But for today, what I want us to do as our last review and our exit ticket, I want you to go ahead. I'm going to give us quite a few problems here. Just a few, not too many. Just some basic division problems. solve them, and then you'll be good to go. All right, we are going to start with 42 divided by 6. We are going to do 60 divided by 10. We are going to do 36 divided by 6. 16 divided by 4. 15 divided by 5. 14 divided by 2. Then over here in green, we are going to do 50 divided by 5. 32 divided by 4. 30 divided by 5. 24 divided by 6. I got 2 more for you. They are 20 divided by 5 and 18 divided by 3. All right, solve those. You are good to go. Have an amazing weekend, Trojans, and I will see you on Monday. Let me move myself over just a smidge. There we go. That last one is 18 divided by 3. Y'all have an awesome weekend. Bye, y'all.